How United States-Saudi Arabia relationship ruptured. A secret, failed oil deal. Earlier this month, under Saudi Arabia's leadership, OPEC+1 announced it would cut oil production by 2 million barrels a day, starting in November. The impact: driving up global oil prices, pushing the global economy even closer toward a recession, and boosting Russian oil revenues as they continue to wage war on Ukraine. The White House called the decision short-sighted and accused Saudi Arabia of aligning with Russia, saying they knew the decision would increase Russian revenues and blunt the effectiveness of sanctions. There's going to be some consequences for what they've done with Russia. I'm not going to get into what I'd consider and what I have in mind. But there will be consequences. United States President Joe Biden. The Saudi Foreign Ministry rejected the accusation and claimed the decision was made to protect the global economy. Saudi Arabia is not siding with Russia, Adel Al-Jubeir, Saudi Arabia's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. Saudi Arabia says the Biden administration asked it to delay OPEC decision by a month, and implied it wanted to wait until after the US midterm elections. The White House has rejected any insinuation that the request was tied to the midterm elections. The spat puts into question US-Saudi relations, which have largely been based on an exchange of energy for security. Saudi Arabia currently relies on the US for 70% of its weapons. Several US lawmakers have introduced legislation to freeze arms sales and military support to Saudi Arabia. Representative Ro Khanna and Senator Richard Blumenthal, both Democrats, introduced a bill to immediately halt arms sales to Saudi Arabia for 1 year. There is also legislation pending that would end US military participation in the Saudi-led war on Yemen. Ties between both countries have been fraught since the 2018 killing of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi, and because of growing human rights concerns over the Saudi-led war in Yemen. Some critics say the Saudi-US relationship was always a marriage of convenience. The relationship between Saudi Arabia and the United States is a strange one. There is no treaty or mutual defense pact that binds the United States with Saudi Arabia. Instead, it's a marriage of convenience centered on oil and oil alone. By pushing a production cut at OPEC+, Saudi Arabia isn't just indirectly supporting Russia, or pushing the world closer toward a recession, it's shaking the very slippery, oil-based foundations of its relationship with the United States. And if Biden listens to some Democratic lawmakers, this marriage of convenience could finally be heading for a divorce. If you like the content, kindly subscribe, like and share the video. Stay blessed and have a nice day.